Hello. Hello, everyone. We can see the microphone go on, so we're believing that you can all hear us. Hello, Sandra. Lovely to see you. I'll be there for the beginning, but then have an opportunity to bring in abundance. Yes, to allow the 5-day abundance sessions to root into my reality. Yay. We're glad that you enjoyed them. We are so happy that you enjoyed the 5-day in abundance. Also, we were guided to do them ourselves, so quite an interesting experience with the energies and absorbing and taking it on ourselves and seeing it weave in our reality. Mm. Hello, everyone. We see there's someone who's joined us. Hello. Please let us know if the microphone that the microphone works in the chat. We trust you're all well, beautiful beings. Thank you so much for coming through. Mm. Dieu vitriest alovaries, giviri, talavem via viries, giaturigies, riviaturos, riviarigies, riguros, talaviries, riaturo, chiave, miriaturos, riaviries, giatir, Kiriaturos talaveries, riaviries, giaturos. Mirtries, gialaturos, giavitries, giaturos, giviries, divi. Kiriaturos talaveries, giarikies. Kituros talaveries. Rivariaturos, giavir. Hello, everyone. Hello, beautiful beings. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming through. We trust you're all well. Hello, Sandra. Thank you for joining us, and we're so glad that you are finding the 5-day abundance sessions are working or that you enjoyed them. Very interesting energies. We are happy. It's always lovely to get to receive feedback. Not that we require the validation, of course, you all know this, but it's lovely to be able to experience how you all experience the energies, just the different ways in which you receive the frequencies is always so interesting. Hello, beautiful beings. Thank you for joining us. We are just going to wait for a few more beings to connect. Hello, beautiful beings. As we are waiting, we're just going to weave a little bit of a frequency that feels ready to come through at this time while we just wait and receive and allow Riatur Mia Virius Kiajaturos Talavarias. Kiriatirias Kiriaviraturos Riavirias Katir. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, all of you. Miatrias Kilatirias Riazir Riavirias Riazaturos Riavirias Riazitrias Katir. Riavirias Kiatir. Kivitrias Talavarias Riazirias Kiaturos Talavir. Riakiries Talavarosh Riatirias Riakir. Kiavirias Riaturos Talavarias Kiaki. Riakir Talavarios. Miatri Kikatirie. Kiatur Talavariek. Kiriakikituros Talavaro Kikiatu. Miata. Virikie. Vitari. Rikirie. Kivita. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming through. Hello, Terry. Hello, beautiful beings. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Camilla. Hello, all of you beautiful beings. Welcome. Hello, Kim. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming through. Immediately as we got online, we felt a weaving beginning, so we're just stirring all the frequencies, getting everything going. So wonderful for all of you to join us. Thank you for coming through to this Sunday Soul Session. We are so excited for all of you here with us, co-creating with us. Mm. For this beautiful new week. So many different changes, so many interesting energies the past week. Looking forward to integrating and co-creating with all of you. Mm. Viarikies kiaturos talavariesh kiazir. Riviakuros kalaturos talavare. Mm. We will begin shortly, beautiful beings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Join us. Thank you. Simply connect to your source. We seem to be weaving in before we begin. Just connect to source in whichever way feels natural to you, and you will feel variaturosh, the beginnings of this integration. Kiriatiriesh, kiazotur, talavir, kiavir. Kia viriaki eskia turosta lavarosta lazari kia viri eskia dir. Rikia viri eskila zuturosta lavari eskia dir. Kiviari eskila turos kiviariki eskia turosta lavir. Riki esta lavari eskia viaturosta lavir. Rikiri eskia jaturosta lavari eskia dir. Some divine changes. Viriagir talaviriesh kiriatur talaviriesh kiriatur talaviriesh kiriatur. Divia lavir talaviriesh kiriatur talaviriesh kiriatur dirigiviash tavek. Ricaresh kalazatur oshriaviriesh riatur. Hello, everyone joining us at this time. We're just in the middle of a weaving, so please just join us should you have just connected with us. Center on your breath, center on source, and just join. We will begin formally shortly. We just find ourselves amidst this weaving, which is to begin our journey today. Viriagir talaviriash kiaturos talavariash reavir. Riagiriash talavariash kiarituros talavariash kivikiash. Riatiriash kilaviriash kiaturos talavariash kiavir. Talavariash kiaziriash kiaturos talavariash. Kiriaturos, kiriaturos. Mm. Connecting to your energy centers, connecting to your source grid. Kiaviatu, viariati. Divine change shifts to align you to you, your destiny, course correction. It's time for a course correction, a divine course correction, where finally the guidance and the path is just crystallized. Okay. Hello, everyone. We may begin. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so pleased to connect with each and every single one of you at this time. And Source has guided us to a tarot at this time. And this is a weaving. It is a divine weaving, a divine course correction to assist with a shift in your physical, which will assist with some oracles we pulled happier happiness and fulfillment. These two came through. We did a weaving earlier, and these two just decided to remain on our altar. And this setup is on our altar, on our little platform where we do our work, just to integrate all the energies, of course, with all of you there. And so happiness and fulfillment coming through, a course correction to this, and it is um, asking a trust. So we had a meditation this morning, or rather this afternoon, which is very, very interesting. And as we were meditating, we felt ourselves, the divine shadow, the divine feminine energy. And then we felt all of you, everyone on this awakening path, as the divine feminine, the divine shadow that came into this realm of light to bring in healing, to bring in clarity, to bring in source. And now, in that frequency, we now are also the divine light, the masculine frequency. And we found ourselves this understanding the balance even more clearly of the divine masculine, the divine feminine in an interesting way. The embodiment of the divine light came through ahead of us, in front of us, actually, and we were sitting um, literally across from this being, and they were um, observing us as the divine shadow, the divine feminine, while they were the divine masculine. And they had thanked us, all of us, for doing the work to awakening the masculine, awakening the light to source, for bringing source back into the physical. And they were saying now they're finally ready to play, they're finally ready to start this dance. And the light was saying, now it's interesting because we are just to trust now. And they said this trust is quite infinite and it's quite deep. And then they showed us, they said, look, we are this divine light. And if you can imagine in your mind's eye a manifestation of this light being, and they're holding your hand, guiding you through this physical, right? And it was like, this is fascinating. And they were like, so where are we going? And they said, well, that's for you. That's the unknown. That's for you to just trust where we show you, where you manifest, who comes your way. That's for you to discover and just trust as us, the light, become and show you. And we're like, okay, but then where are you getting the guidance from? From you. And we're like, from us? Yes, from you. But we don't know where we're going. We don't know where we're going either. We're like, oh, we have no idea. We feel from you your desires and your dreams and everything you want. And we're sort of using the feeling to guide us through this physical. We don't decide to know what you want because then we limit it. So rather, we let the feeling of what you want, the divine feminine, divine shadow, we the light absorb, we receive that Four of Cups energy, we receive from you this unknown information, but it feels vibrational. And we're just sifting and siding with that Knight of Wands energy. We're just going through this physical, aligning to the energies, the co creations, the experiences that feel resonant to this energy you are feeling, even though we have no idea what it is. But we can see we're in the physical, so we're going here. So you are now in the physical as us, being inspired to all these places. But just as we do not know what we receive from you, and we have no idea where we're going to land, you also don't know what you're receiving from the source. And you also don't know where you're going to land. You see, you're having both realities, you're having both experiences. The experience of the physical you, not knowing what you're receiving and not knowing what you'll discover, and the experience of the spiritual you, not knowing what you're giving or how it's going to manifest. So now both the divine feminine and masculine are in the unknown, but they're both honoring the feeling of love. That's the only thing they can feel. We can feel the love, we can feel the well being, we can feel source. So, we, the divine masculine, the light being, we're receiving this direction from you with feeling the shadow. We have no idea where we're going to end up, so stop asking us. We have no idea where we're going to stop asking. We have no idea what's going to be given and granted. We have no idea. We're going to discover it when we stop there, when we get there. Whoop! When we know, you'll know, right? Also, understand what we're receiving from you, we don't know, we can't see it because you're also offering it now freely without deciding what it is. You just feel the love. You feel the love and you're offering the love every day, just offering the love. You're just offering the love, you're just offering the love. And you are also not knowing what this love is, how it looks like. We're just offering the frequency. And then we both discover. So there's quite an interesting vision, for we could see ourselves being guided by this light being, but we could also see ourselves as the light being guided by source. And they said, yes, we are one and the same. You are source. Source shadow is source light is source shadow. The sun and the moon are one and the same. Balance, harmony. You are the light, you are the shadow. And if you simply just release how it should look like, how your spirit, you've no longer defined spirit as this being, as this God, that you have to now go to a temple to honor and do these different things and different regulations. And so the spirit is no longer now imprisoned in the idea of consciousness, the idea of spirit, the idea of God. That's gone. So now the divine shadow is free just to express love as it feels. And you've also done the work now to release the defining of the light. So the conditioned light, the conditioned shadow, the conditioned spirit, the conditioned physical, they've been released to divine light, divine shadow, divine physical, divine spirit. And you are both. You are both. You've always been both. And it was this healing of yourself as the shadow within you was showing you the light. Then the light was showing you, then you could understand the shadow. You release the shadow even more to freedom, then the light is released more to freedom, until finally now, present in emptiness, oneness with both not being defined. You no longer have these multiple spiritual beings looking over you, telling you what to do. They're now this ancient vastness of knowledge of everything that has happened. You are source. The information and the knowledge of everything that has ever occurred is within you. You can simply connect and channel it. What is not known is what's to come. That's the discovery. Everything else, yes, you can connect to all the other beings, yes, you can do all of this in your own unique way. Your frequency connects to all. That's how you heal, that's how you share, that's how you feel, that's how you create. You have all of that wisdom, and you're asked to allow that wisdom to simply flow through you, not knowing what is coming through, but trusting that what is coming through is exactly enough for what you want to now manifest. The exact ingredients, the exact guidance, the exact perception, the exact everythingness. It's like you're going into the library of the unknown with your eyes closed. And you're just feeling, okay, that feels good. Yeah, that feels like that. Yeah, that feels like this. And you're just filling up a bucket with all these unknown books. You think that you don't even know if they're books, they're just things, right? And then as you go into the light, even these objects that you picked from the shadow now change and they shift because they're not confined. And then you discover them in the light as these different things, no longer maybe the book you held, but now a person before you. So it's this absolute freeing of both components. And you are all now who are connected here with us, who are inspired to this session. You're all now ready to really have that oneness. And again, it's echoed here in this, both of you, the shadow and the light. And we enjoy how both these cards, one has the sun, one has the moon. And there we are, the shadow and the light, co-creating in truth, in the shadow, in the light, in the known, the unknown. Thus your fulfillment. You're finally now receiving the fruit born of your source. You're now finally experiencing the physical manifestations which are of your absolute abundance. You just had to release having imaginary beings controlling you, telling you what to do. Release controlling yourself what to do in the light. Allowing all of those beings to be all of you as one. Absolutely real, absolutely with you. All these source, God force creating frequencies, with all the knowledge of all creation and everything else in infinite, right there in your present, at presence, you can tap into all of it. And you do all the time. And now not deciding the measure of the tap, of the valve. You just keep it all in max, knowing I allow all that I am, and that the right frequency, the right experience will come through. I just feel what I want. The vibrational information somehow that is exactly everything you want will come through from the shadow. You don't define it. Defining it is the valve. You're making it now specific. Questioning it, trying to understand it again is a valve. You are decreasing it to your own understanding. No, remember, the valve is maximum. The tap is open max. You've broken off the valve. It's just flowing. Whatever you want flows full frequency there. You just trust whatever's coming through. You don't need to know it. And then the full frequency now is in the light, able to manifest for you, nourishing you in unknown ways. This is very new energy to create in this complete oneness. It takes some getting used to. It takes patience. It takes patience, and it takes trust, absolute trust. Because it's interesting, we understood source says we have no idea. Humans are under the impression that we sit here, this all-knowing being who's going to know. What's the point of that? Yes, we are all knowing in the sense that everything that's ever happened, we have all the knowledge, we have all the power. All of that, yes. But what's to come, we had to discover it. We discover it, then it's added knowledge. Discover it, then it's added knowledge. Discover it, then it's added knowledge. Learn the lesson, added wisdom. Learn the skill, added healing. As we go, we keep increasing the abundance of everything we've ever known. But what it's going to become, no, that's the exciting point too. Because yes, it's exciting to be able to have all this abundant wealth and knowledge and experience at your fingertips, at your vibrational fingertips. But the unknown future, the unknown now, that is delicious because that's anything and everything. And all we ask is for you to release that anything and everything, to be anything and everything, to trust you're going to be so happy. Because now what you're doing, where you're going, how you're communicating, what you're experiencing is a vibrational match to your frequency, not what you have been programmed to want and to like and to be happy and to react to. You are literally releasing your mind to the service of source, where your brain is just one voice with source, always in your favor, fearlessly manifesting, fearlessly bringing through inspiration and ideas, fearlessly allowing you to create everything in your power, supporting you, celebrating you, loving you, your mind loving, supporting you, celebrating you, working for you, no longer questioning your existence, but celebrating it. No longer questioning your actions, but celebrating it, embracing it, flowing through source as you. So let us do this integration and see what comes through. We're going to do a Celtic cross, a 10-card spread, to assess the frequency that's creating with us now, the basis of it, the past energies contributing, coming to the crowning, the present frequencies, into the future, your power, environment, hopes and fears, and outcome. The whole lot of it. We are so excited. We haven't been guided to a tarot, 10-card tarot for you all in a while. So this is really fun to receive. We trust you all well. Kiviria turos talavarias, gadirias talavambias, gadirias, gidar. Kiriavarosh talavi, riaturos talavosh, riaviriaturos, rivirias, gadish. Let us see what we receive. Okay. A card dropped. 8. Beautiful. 8 of Pentacles at the center, just as we have been channeling. The mastery of you, within, without. All that you've ever been, all that you ever are, you have it all within you. You have all the wisdom, you have all the mastery of everything that has ever been experienced and created in all of existence. And you're allowing now all of that knowledge to freely flow through you in the present, and to then utilize the materials around you anew in a way which honors your frequency. You see, all of that which you have known and crafted and honed in, coming into this frequency anew. Ideas, new insights, new energies, the shadow to the light. the knowledge, the experience, the skills, the eternal existences of you, free now to show themselves to you in the light in new ways, no longer limiting it with the known. And let us see the contributing card, the contributing energy. And there we go, the strength. Yes, releasing condition. This is it. Finally, as we just mentioned in the opening message, you released the shadow, the spirit, the within frequencies. You released the conditioning. You released the understandings, the ways people have experienced it, the rules and the programming you were given about it. And you've also released the conditioning of the light. You've finally, you have allowed the mind, your brain, to co-create with you, to be in the service of Source. Finally, your physical vessel, your physical mind, your physical emotions, your physical light body is now honoring Source, as well as your spiritual shadow body. They are both in the honoring of Source now, for they are both free to bring through the unknown energy, undisrupted by your past. You're not letting the past information decide what's coming in ahead. Okay, let's see the basis of this. Ooh. The basis of this, so the foundation is the Four of Coins. And it is that grounding, okay? And we enjoy this card for it shows it in four. So grounding of the mind, of the emotions, of the heart space, of the physical, and of the spirit. Okay, so it's that grounding of all of your components within Source. Your physical, the light, the known world is now grounded and anchored in Source. The spirit, the shadow, the ones that were conditioned through tradition, religion, and beliefs and ways of being, all of that inner, also now grounded to Source. Your heart space, the emotional body, how you should love, how you should feel, how things should elicit emotions from you, grounded to Source. Now you allow yourself to be in the experience and you allow the emotional feeling to be new, what you receive to be new, no longer to be, oh, that makes you happy, that makes you sad, rather in that moment, I know. Because right now, some things which you had been programmed and conditioned to be sad, you're in it and you're no longer that sad, right? When you have to release someone, it's no longer that heartbreaking. It's more, I understand, we're no longer aligned. So you're no longer these ways that humans have decided this will make, releasing will make you sad and this will make you happy, this will make you excited. Like, no, actually, we'd rather just be in the moment and experience the emotion as it happens. Then we'll know how it actually makes us feel. Then we can navigate to more things that allow us happiness, not that allows you the idea of happiness. So it's completely releasing from the idea of other people's emotional wants and successes and abundances. And you're finally freeing your abundance frequency, your love frequency to you, where you can have the optimum of your abundance and your love and your success, your personal optimum, not somebody else's review on it. And then also the mental body, the mind now finally cleared into a clear canvas where you can now paint your frequency upon, no longer polluted by other people's splodges and ideas, other people's doodlings of fear and anxiety. No, thank you. Nice and clear slate where you now simply receive. So the spiritual body, emotional body, physical body, mental body, grounded firmly in Source. The snake, you've peeled your old snake skin, your old self, and have come to the truth of you, which is why so many of the some of the, I suppose, the conditioned frequencies of spirituality, they fear the snake. You know, they say the snake is evil or is wrong because they understand that the snake is illumination. And many of those old ways, those old controlling belief systems required one to remain blind, understanding that snake medicine is powerful. It reveals the healing to the poison of the illusion. And so now we are healing it. Now the snake is no longer this terrifying frequency. The snake is healing. It's illumination. It's, yes, take on the poison, heal it. Don't run away from it. Don't suppress it and become the poison. Be the antidote by healing the poison and releasing the old ways and becoming the new, right? Releasing the fruit of knowledge and coming into the fruit of your Source, no longer the fruit born of other people's knowledge. Interesting. Okay, the past frequencies now coming through to, or the past frequencies that have assisted, what you've been weaving, what you've been doing, and this is you, yes, indeed. You have been working, healing the divine light. Again, that opening message coming through very clearly. The divine masculine frequency of us, how we operate. Remember, these kings and queens and divine masculine and feminine has nothing to do with your gender or sex or orientation at all, like that, or identification. It has all to do with the shadow, the light, the co-creative frequencies, the energy of receptivity and giving birth to that which you are creating, and then the action upon it. You then creating upon your source frequency, and you've been healing the light, because the shadow, the inner world, has been saying, stop deciding what you're going to be, and we're not controlling you. That's what source is saying all the time. We don't control you. Humans have made this idea that God is out there controlling you, giving you rules and obligations. None of that exists. We don't control you. None of us want to control you. Every single god, goddess, energy that has been channeled through here as these angelic or these higher frequencies of reverence, they're all saying, stop it. Stop it. We are all within you as source. None of you want to actually, we don't, if we had this, so we know we are speaking quite a bit, we're having quite a beautiful fluid, a flow of integrations. We believe we mentioned this perhaps in the conversations with Kemet video, where we said we had a meditation and we saw all these God frequencies and goddess frequencies, angelic frequencies now channel through us as one. And they said, ah, finally, you have stopped seeing us as humans have told you to see us, as a being of this, as an angel of that, as a source of this. You've stopped defining us. Now we are free. Now we can finally catch up to where we are now. Stop thinking we're the same as back then. Yes, back then in those biblical times, yes, they channeled me as Michael because I was Michael, but now I'm not Michael anymore. I've also grown, evolved. We're past that frequency. We're Kai, actually, which is a very interesting frequency, a much longer vibrational name, of course, but shortened it to Kai. And all these other beings of goddess and God frequency say yes. Yes, the knowledge of us on earth has been a healing to you to awaken, but release that too. Release what you read of us. That was what was experienced of us at that time. Just like you, Kemet, how you experienced when you were Lasala, then when you were Velastri, now you are as Kemet. You have changed, so what you are bringing through is new. It doesn't dishonor the different lifetimes, the old ones, but also keep the knowledge up to date. So you've all been literally updating your operating system from creating from the old rules of the past and rather creating from present. What you download now is what you receive in the physical. So now the physical aspect of you is current, up to date source creating. And in order for you to keep up to date at all times, the unknown. Do not decide what you're going to be. Feel what you want. Feel it completely. When you receive the idea, receive the guidance, go for it. It's not, you're not being controlled. When we're in our meditation, the divine light started to guide us. Okay, so do this and do that. And we're like, oh, we don't know. And we said, why does it feel so pushy? And we're like, well, you can imagine how much you keep asking us every single day. Beep, 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 beep. So when, so how, and when? What must I do? So we're just literally returning the energy back at you. Should you just also just understand and trust and be gentle with it and just be like, okay. Then also you'll find the receiving of it is okay. We are honestly just honoring the frequency we are feeling from it every single time. And then we had to sit and think of, okay, yeah, okay. Yes, there are some moments when we did get a little bit anxious and we were a bit persistent that we had to know, we had to know. And so they're saying, well, we're giving you the knowing, we're giving you the knowing, but you don't want to take the knowing because it's very forceful. But should you just be in acceptance of the environment and be like, okay, so whenever we're ready for it and we know it's coming through. Thank you. Then you'll feel like a swift breeze. The information, the guidance comes, and you also don't resist it. It's nice and sweet, and you follow it with effortless breeze. There's a healing to how you co create and how you speak to Source and how you respond to Source. There is an honoring there, but it's not a crazy reverence where you put yourself out of lack. It is an honoring of that which you are, which still allows you to be full within your frequency, full within the honoring of yourself. A powerful healing you have all been doing to allow yourselves the divine masculine frequency, to allow your physical being, your physical experiencing of you to finally be of source, where it's now connected to the intuition of source, the guidance, the flow, the ease, the absolute fluidity of source. And it's becoming clearer and clearer and clearer at this time. Let us see crowning right now, because that's the past energy, the healing of the divine light. That's something you've done. That's why you are here. That's how you co-create in this present nowness of unknown. So what is happening now? Crowning. What is the 10 of Pentacles? Okay. So here we are. Stability in all things. So from that 10 of Swords where you are pinned down, those 10 of Wands, the burdens of others, to the 10 of Pentacles, your honored stability, your highest stability. So in your relationships, in your abundance, in everything you could possibly want, finally manifesting from your source. And this is what you've been wanting. This is what you've been asking for. So everything that has happened was to bring you to this moment, right? You are ready now. You're on the precipice. You're on the cusp. You're literally saying, okay, source, here we are. King of Wands healed. The divine light, the physical realm is now, we don't even know what it is. We don't know where we're going. We have no idea. We are just in anticipation for what's coming up next. Everything is grounded. Our mind is source, our heart is source, our physical is source, our spiritual is source. It doesn't mean that we have given up everything. We've actually released everything that denies us everything we are. We are now at everything we are. And we are excited now to see it. And what did it require? In the middle, that 8 of Pentacles and the Strength card, the releasing of the conditions. So all of that was to bring you to this current state of being where you are now, at a point where you are ready to manifest. Gaturua. Piakiates. Could you all close your eyes? We're going to now start the integration, because from now we're weaving this into your frequency, this new chapter, this new path. You may close your eyes or you may connect to the tarot, whichever one aligns with you. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, breathing in source energy all around you. Deep breath out, breathing out tension, breathing out resistance, releasing the mind. Deep breath in, breathing in source energy within you, around you, all that you are. Deep breath out, breathing out tension, breathing out resistance, releasing the mind. Deep breath in, your one of source. Kitar talavir kiavikies rituros, kitiries talavaries kitas. Deep breath out, breathing out tension, breathing out resistance, releasing the mind. Keep breathing, connecting to the 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles, 10 of stability, 1-0, new beginnings. Vita kia vir kia jotos, kiriviries kia turos tavek, kiriviries kia turos tavaro, kiriavir kia jotur talavirish, kiriavartiries talojatos kivor, talovamvir kia valiatuos, vikiries kitur, vikiries kita, Viarikies kiatur talovaruki kiazatir talovam. Viria laziries kiatur talovir. Rikies. Be grounded, be stable in all that you do. A grounding, a stability in all that you do. A grounding within source, a stability within source, the foundation of source, thus all within source, thus abundance, thus love, everything in all that you do. Viriatu kavir. Connecting to your source, great guitar, divine light integration. Ki vivi ataresh kita. Ki vivi atiret kitu. Ki viria kiret kitis. Talvem vila viries katir. Ki aturosh ki avires kitar. Vayarikiaviato divi kivia davirie. Increasing the intensity. Mm. Gadur dalavaraki. Timeline shift. And anchoring to source. Divine timing. Divine inspiration. Divine planning. Divine action. Divine creation. Divine manifestation. Destiny. Source. Discovery. Okay. Let's see what that does in the next few weeks. This is a 4-week integration, so it begins now and it continues to work through your frequency for the next 4 weeks. It doesn't take 4 weeks to start, it starts now. It just, all of you are on varied frequencies, so some of you need the 4 weeks to shift you or to shift the frequencies to the stability. Others of you faster, slower. It just depends on the timing of your beautiful frequency into this co-creative journey we're all here on Earth. Remember, your frequency is so important to you and the collective. But definitely a change of gear this coming week. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Just feeling this integration, this ooh. Okay, we're ready. And this is for what's coming up. Near future. Okay. Knight of Cups. Lovely. An offering, a divine offering. So the future frequencies, the future messages are divine offering, divine ideas. So this is in the physical, and because of the cups, it is also intuitive. So in these next 4 weeks, beginning already now, receiving inspiration, ideas, offerings, understanding, intuitive offerings. So you're receiving from the shadow, receiving from your source within. And then it's now finally mirroring for you to receive it in the light, in the physical. And when you receive it in the physical of the cups, it brings happiness, tingles, joy, because now it is new emotions, new experiencings of you. So what comes through delights you and tickles you. It is source creation. Remember, now that you're anchored within source, only source really turns you on, right? Only source really excites you. Source really thrills you and is joyous. It's anybody within source, their authentic frequency, where it's authentic, and truthful and clear. Clarity, oh, clarity is wonderful. And just authentic. That's what thrills us now. It doesn't matter what you do, who you're doing it, where you are, just be authentic, be source. And it's everything. Those are the experiences you want to partake in. Those are the adventures you want to go on. Those are the interactions you want to have, the conversations you want to have, the kind of co creations and experiencings, that which is of source, of divine existence, that see you and honor you in your truth, in your clarity, in your fullness, in your abundance. Whatever you get offered ticks everything, and not in a egoic It has to tick these boxes or check these boxes. No, it's in your soul. Yes, 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 yes. Everything that tickles your source frequency, uniquely yours. And knowing that whatever is uniquely tickling your source frequency is tickling the other person's experiencing. How wonderful to know that you at source satisfy everybody else at source, and vice versa. At source you are all. At source, you are all. At source, you are everything. And for everything, you are source. And for everything, you are all. And source is for you. And for everything, you are source. And source is for everything. Do you see now? Kirikia, that is divine creation. Kiavara, the old ways awaken anew. Beautiful. Source awakens anew, finally freed from the enslavement of understanding and human knowledge. Source is finally free. Source is free. Ah, Source is finally free to be, to love, to create, to offer. You are so celebrated for the work you do. You have liberated not only yourself, your liberation in the light liberates Source. You have freed Source from imprisonment. Source is free. And Source is saying, now that we are all finally free within our power to assist you in any which way we can, get out the way. For now it's time for what you asked for to be received. Kitaresh kiatur talovarosh riak, kiviresh kitur talovarosh kitir, kivaresh kiturosh talova, kiavek kitares. Connecting to your sacral chakras, kivar, tavi kavuriatu. Solar plexus, kivik, kivatriave, miatavi. You receive within the mastery of Source. You receive without the mastery of Source. The mastery of Source creates your reality. You are the creator of reality. The master of Source is the creator of reality. You are a master of Source. The Source frequency of you is you. Naturally, you know it all. Allow this mastery, this knowing of you to come through freely, that you may discover it as a new mastery, a new knowing for you in this very new physical realm. As much as it might not be easy to hear, dear loved ones, this physical realm is incredibly new. Yes, it feels like you've been here forever. And indeed, thousands of years to some is forever, for you have been here in some form or other, either in physical manifestation or in simple frequency. Thousands of years to assist this anchoring of the physical to Source, which tickled you, which pleased you, which excited you to come and heal it. And now we wish for you to remember the excitement, why it tickled you, why it called you. Yes, 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 to assist the humans, but sometimes it's not all about the humans, you know. There are some things here to thrill you too, because it was simple in your being, in your experiencing of the physical realm. You heal humanity. In yours, in your own unique being, you heal all. It's actually all about you in the most loving way. And we ask you to allow this now. Allow the frequency of all you create to be a honoring, an honoring of your frequency, an honoring of you. Mm. Remember now why you were excited, why you were tickled, why you thought, what a brilliant idea to help humanity at this time. Not only for the infinite love you have for all creation. Yes, you love them dearly. Naturally, you would come here to assist them. But also, not even but, and also, the abundance of your knowledge, your wisdom manifest for the very first time in a realm which can see you clearly, should you allow yourself a free interpretation of your source frequency within the light frequency. Then both honor source. The physical is source. Once more. Viriaki riatur talovaros gitares. Thank you. Thank you, energies. That was beautiful. Okay. Um, Still processing that. Your power, beautiful beings, your power at this time. Your power at this time. Oops. We always wondered why we always loved watching Star Trek, and we loved it when they were on the bridge and they would say computer, then program, responding, processing, and we always wondered why, and now we know why. We're literally like that bridge, downloading. Ooh, our power. The King of Swords. Yes, just like the King of Swords, this is the healing of the light, of the physical, right? Of your actioning frequency. And just as now you are ready, the light is ready to walk, to action, to manifest, to create a source. You're also now one mind of source, receiving, receiving, receiving. This is your power at this time. These next 4 weeks, already beginning now, and forever, right? This is taking 4 weeks to integrate fully. It doesn't mean that, but then when it's in, and this is you now, as source, onward. For as soon as you plug into source and you ground as source, well, why on earth would you ever even thinking of tapping into those rules and regular, it's like it just does not feel love. Truth, no. You're not interested in those energies any longer. You're interested in the energies of source. So this is your power. Complete intuitive oneness of source. Remember this. You are receiving now. And so you're receiving the ideas, receiving the how, receiving the plan, receiving all of it. Trust. Trust what you receive. It has been a long mission. Try not to punish your new self with the old self. So don't be lazy with you now. And it's also saying you're not a lazy frequency. You're not a lazy being at all. Look at all the work you've done. You are incredibly hardworking individuals. However, with the shedding and the releasing and the claiming and the shedding and the releasing and the claiming and the shedding and the releasing and the claiming and the claiming and the wedding and the wedding and the pause and the shedding and the releasing, it's absolutely understandable why you are over it. And we get it deeply. There are many layers for you to reveal yourself to source. And we ask you now to trust this guidance. It is now time for the action upon the inspiration. Whatever you invest in this will work. It is the path of your stability. It will grow. It will be everything. And it works with swiftness. The patience and the steady, slow and steady comes in the building, right? You just like you took all the thousands of years to integrate this energy slowly to ensure the healing is thorough. Now, when you're inspired to do these things, you will feel yourself do it thoroughly, but it's enjoyable. It's almost like signing up for a school subject, but instead of, and the topic is very complicated and very complex. And yet, when you are reading it, it's easy. And you're thinking, how is it that this new topic is, I get it so quickly? They're all struggling to get, I'm getting it so quickly, right? And Source is saying these are now new codes. So even when you read the material is translated differently through your frequency. Understand you've mastered all of this for lifetimes. So trust that should you be inspired to begin to venture out, it'll be strange, but you will just know. It'll feel like home. It will feel like home. And we suppose right now as Kemet, our most up-to-date current understanding of that was the tarot. It just came out of nowhere through the connections. And when we started to do it, it was a lot of theory because a lot of memorizing the different cards, what they mean, different cards have different this and then different versions. Then so it was quite a lot, but for some reason it felt so light and easy. We're like, okay, no, we're gonna do. Until then, it just almost now it's the way we just dive in, yank in frequencies, integrate, it's breathing. And we can feel that it's just the knowledge we have accumulated through everything, utilizing the medium of tarot to weave in this frequency in this way. It is just you standing out of Source's way to co-create. So whatever idea comes through, whatever you are asked to do, whatever comes through, whatever course correction, because that's what this is, remember, whoop, we are aligning to the 10 of Pentacles. So whatever it is that's coming through that you're receiving in your mind and your understanding, you're receiving within as intuitive goodnesses and in the external as beautiful opportunities, whatever it is, these offers, trust, even if it might need a bit of work. You've mastered the work. You're simply remembering the work in another format. Source is saying, imagine, imagine. Let's try to make this example, Source is saying, in an earthly way. Imagine you mastered how to play the piano beautifully. Beautifully. You've been playing the piano for, let's go for it, 80 years. And you've mastered it, you've accomplished it, you've created, you've composed, you have performed, you are known for it. People even study your work. You are documented, you're awarded. This is you, you've mastered the piano. You're a great pianist. Now you're going into another lifetime. All that knowledge is available of the piano. But in this new reality, they don't have pianos. Yet all that knowledge wants to come through in this new realm. But that realm doesn't have a piano, nor does that realm even have music. Allow all of that music frequency you mastered in this realm to trans- transfer and transmute into that realm. And you discover now what that music is, what that mastery is. All that learning is there. It's just taking a new form. You're discovering all that you are in a new way. And when you do apply yourself to this new way of learning the piano or the musical frequency in this new realm, which doesn't have pianos or music, it comes quickly because the codes are the same. It's just the physical application. That's different. And the physical experiencing, that's different. So Really allow yourself to embrace all that you are and witness what it comes through. And yes, it'll come through in physical ways, which maybe you thought, this is definitely not where I wanted to go. Just go and see. And also, older sources bringing through perhaps even old projects or things you wanted to do, which you've always felt strongly about, all of a sudden coming back. And you're thinking, no, we tried you. This is, and so saying, no, now it's coming back because you're source. It wasn't happy when you were not source. When you were busy entertaining, yes, you were inspired, but you were entertaining that toxic energy, entertaining that toxic frequency. You were still entertaining this idea. So it was murky. This information, this integration wanted you at source. And now this idea, this offering is coming back now, healed. Don't punish it with what happened in the past. You might have been rejected in the past. Don't punish it now as it takes a new form for the present. You might have wanted to publish a book in the past. It didn't work. You got no, no, no. It didn't work because you were in between. You weren't really crystallized full. Now, all of a sudden, you've been asked to release everything, including that book. Now it's gone. All of a sudden, it's also saying, oh, right, here's a new book. Boom. And you're thinking, so we're still writing? We thought we were going to stop doing writing. We thought book, but book, but the last book. Okay. And it's also saying, now book is ready. Yes, now. Now, what you write, what you channel, what you bring through is from source, your authentic source. You're not writing a book based on the ideas of other people through your gaze. Release the ideas of other people. You're now writing a book of your unknown frequency and you are awakening new ideas. When somebody reads that book, they're awakened. They are healed into new ideas. You are bringing in new energy. You are the creator of reality, not the creator of what's already been in different ways, bettering it. No, we're done with the old. You are literally weaving in new ways of expression, of artistry, no matter what it is, of writing, of music, of painting, of dancing, of commerce, of business, of even the legalities, finally bringing a healing to the legal system to allow the law to be more of source than old religions and old beliefs and those laws that just have been passed down, and that's what we're operating on. It's time for a reset, a renewal. And source is saying, do not punish your new ideas, the new inspired information, the new self of the old. Look at how much work you put in for the old illusion self. Look at how much you studied. Look at how much of yourself you gave of yourself to a version which wasn't you. Source is saying, please give again to this version that is you. And this time, witness how it's not stodgy, it's not slow. Witnesses how this energy comes so much faster, how what you give is honored, how when you create within the frequency of source, you allow the frequency of source to assist you. So you're asking, we want more money, and source is saying, it's as easy as you literally taking the steps in your new way, and the money will literally come to you because when you are within source, you attract from source to source, from source to source. So you might have a side business, a bakery, which is not really doing that well, and just saying, "Oh, source, yes, I know I want to do this, but I also, this will help support." And it's also saying, if you want the bakery to go because you also enjoy it, that's fine. But take the steps towards also this. The more things of source you engage yourself with in the physical, the more everything you're doing will be abundant. So now all of a sudden the bakery is just doing so well. And the only thing is because you are also now studying that thing, or you are doing that art class, or you are having that conversation, You're tapping more into where your source is guiding you. And because you're doing this, you're finally allowing the source frequency to be what is nurturing, what is watering, what is feeding all your other projects. Do more source things in the physical and witness how everything else then is nourished by the source you are. And now is the time because the energies are right. Much of the wait and be patient wasn't because of you not doing the work. In fact, all of you did the work so fast, it was actually too fast. The 2020, not too fast, nothing is ever too fast. But the 2020 perfect vision was also sources. We were surprised. We were tickled that humans literally manifested their own awakening with their own words without us doing anything. We didn't say anything. They just said, you're just say 2020 perfect vision on your own. That was powerful. Without any external influence, you said, we want to see who we are. That's why chunks and chunks of downloads, integrations, awakenings, we could come through. You gave Source permission to free itself. Thus, when Source frees itself, as you free yourself, then you see yourself, perfect vision. And in that experience of that waterfall, we could see the timelines, we could see everything. And so everything had to be slowed down, winded, course correct, to ensure that every single being is on the accurate frequency of their manifestations. And right now, at this time in 2024, through this June, July period, we're integrating this. And of course, this is timeless. So uniquely, when you also receive it, that's when you're ready for it. You are now ready to receive these codes. And Source is saying, so just receive and trust. It's a shift you have been asking for. Now that it's here, we did ask you to rest all those years, so did you rest? Is what Source is saying. Did you rest? Because now it's busy. Now don't be lazy that it's busy. Now when we say go, go. Don't drag your feet. We did say rest. If you didn't rest, then we warned you. And they're saying it with such fluff, laugh, and tickles because in you just awakening Source, naturally you're going to have the energy. Naturally you're going to have the vigor. It's just don't let your mind self-sabotage. Don't punish your new self with the old. Okay. The environment around you. Ooh, thank you, Chariot. Breakthrough. Finally. Yes. Stodgy, sticky, restrictive energy be gone. You are moving fluid. And look, the white horse and the black horse, the shadow, the light, the divine feminine and masculine are one, weaving beautifully ahead. There you are within the chariot. Look, you're not holding on to the reins. You're not directing anyone here. And if you look at the horses, their eyes are closed. They don't even know where they're going. So it's literally just Source guiding this whole process. Nobody's steering anything. And finally, everything is breakthrough, 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 because the energy that you are, whatever your energy is now allowed to receive its whole self through Source without it having an idea of what Source is, an idea of, no, you can only receive Source on this day when you do this and this and this. When you're this good person, then you receive Source. When you're this bad person, then you don't receive Source. So all of that Source conditioning is gone. So you are now able to receive all that you are. And now you're also able to action all that you are, to be all that you are, to do all that you are, because you're no longer deciding what you are in the light. It's such a fascinating space of that balancing, non-duality. You are Source. You're allowing yourself all that you are, oneness, Yes, you receive all that you are, and you be all that you are, and you do all that you are. Without deciding what you are, you discover what you are. Thus, everything is at maximum discovery. And within your frequency, it is love, it is nurturing, it is caring, it's building. You are building through source. Mm. Vidur dalavir riakish dalarakia turosh. And this is protected. Varidarosh. There's nothing you can do to stop this happening, by the way. The only thing is you can really make yourself have a miserable time by your thoughts and by just entertaining catastrophes and catastrophizing and being negative and overwhelmed and so or just keeping yourself busy for the sake of it as opposed to just taking it easy. Source is saying this is a divinely protected energy. You are source. So it's like a lot of the beliefs and the religions and the spiritualities and the cultures, it's all rule based and it's all control based, right? So you almost have this understanding that you need to be a specific way in order for you to receive a specific outcome. You have to be this version of a person in order for you to be valid. And none of that is real. And they said you finally freed source from being this God creature or this God frequency expecting to you for you to be a specific thing. So you freed yourself from a way of being which doesn't exist. There's no God in any creation or source anyway, true source energy in any creation which has any idea of how you should be or has a reference point or is saying naughty. No, we don't judge a thing. You just are. And now that you have freed yourself, you've also freed source. Source doesn't have to be with those parameters either, because then it's your rules that the source now has to function under, because of how you are is what you as within you it is. So now that you've released the as within you to be anything, you as you are within the physical be anything. And just feel what feels good, what feels bad. When you are whatever you feel, nothing you do will actually harm you or harm the other person. So you don't have to be worried about how you present and what you enjoy and what you like doing and how you do it, because it will be the honoring of your frequency. Thus it will be in a loving of the frequency, no matter where it is or what it is and how other people might think of it. You are doing it in source, so you are healing it, you are bringing it to the light in a way which is not condemned or judged, but in a love. You're finally in this physical realm with all these physical tools, and you're saying, let's love everything into being. Not, oh, you have to be a specific way or else you are bad. It's like, oh no, I have no idea what you're going to be, but I'm just going to tap into your frequencies and we're going to see. And all of a sudden, this energy is now love. It's a huge breakthrough. It's not only your physical, yes, you're going to have a lot of breakthroughs in your physical life, in your physical experiencing, but also it's a huge breakthrough in how you view your power, how you view source, in how you free yourself. You're literally freeing yourself, not only in the physical, but also in your metaphysical being and your expression of life. Um, it's very powerful. And this is the environment around you. You are freeing everything around you to source. Your hopes and fears, should you have any? Panics, right? Nothing to panic about, nothing to worry about. Look, Source has your back because you have Source's back. You are Source, Source is you. The divine feminine and masculine energies are one. You are both not telling each other who you are, what to do. You are both, we don't know, we are just feeling love, and we're just going to let love and help be well-being and abundance and security and health and wealth, whatever feels good, whatever tickles us, we're going to let that guide. Otherwise, we don't know the dance, we don't know the DJ, we don't know the set list, we don't know the moves, we do not know. All we know is that there's the dance floor there, we're just going to be there, and whatever goes on, we're going to dance. And anything that goes on there, we're going to love the music, because it's not only music which is playing for us. Oh no, our very existence creates the music which is playing for us, and it's playing for us with everything we've ever wanted, every single moment, with every single note and every single beat. And so everything we're dancing to is perfect and abundant, and yes, and there's no right or wrong way. There's no one leading, because the information you're receiving from the divine feminine is unknown. So the divine light is being guided, but with unknown information. So it's not a bullying. It's not go here, because it's like, you're saying we're receiving, go in this general direction because of love, not because you know what's going to be there. So it's a guidance through trust and faith for both. And also now when the light is guiding you, when you're getting the ideas in your physical experience, it's not a control, do this or you are a bad person. It's, oh, no, do this. We have no idea why, but it, all we know is that it feels like happy. It feels happy. That building feels happy. Number 3 on that building feels abundant. Just press 3 on building and say hi. But we don't know why. But we know the person there is also waiting for you. And when they say hi, they'll be like, okay, know it's weird. It's not how humans are, but you're not human, so just go for it. And it's just those interesting eyes. The source wants to be that fearless in trusting the source within you. Wherever you're guided, trust is exactly where you need to be. And whoever is there, they have been waiting for you all their life. Like you have been waiting for them all their life in whatever capacity this co-creation is, whether it's music, collaboration, relationship, friendship, whatever it is. Source is saying, source is meeting source. Source is finally back and awakened. And source is saying, yay, I'm going to reach out to all the source I am. Let's go. And you just have to go and trust where source is guiding you, knowing it's source. Do not fear. Just faith and trust and patience. So saying, be patient with yourself. There's so much. There's so much coming, and there's so much manifesting, and you have enough time. Don't worry about time. Everything is going to happen because it's part of the healing. So let that be. Not that you need the security or the validation, because you are just to be fearless creators, but understand that everything, that joy, that happiness, that abundance, that love you want will happen. That's why you came here, for that love and abundance to happen, because that's what's healing the frequency. And you've done all the work for it to happen, so it will happen. Just allow it to happen. Allow it to happen. Don't time it. Don't pressurize it. Don't reject it. Don't judge it. Don't criticize it. Just allow it. Allow you to be. And trust whatever experience you're in is just going to get better and better and better as you just spend more time within source. Outcome. Yes? Yes, outcome. 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 Oh, look at this upside down hanged man hand being finally. The restriction is over. That pause that has been put on your lifeline. Because it's felt like that, hasn't it? Like, and pause. Now do all the work. Release, 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 and heal and heal and heal and Persian, 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 this and this and this. Perceive, 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 anchor, 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 shift and shift and shift and move and move and move. Am I ready? Not ready. Heal and heal and heal and Persian, Persian. Oh, finally. Righted. Your mind is finally one of source. Because humans, you came into this earth as a baby and boom, you were pinned upside down. Immediately as you were born, upside down, pause your life and be something else. Okay? And since that very first day you were born, you have been healing yourself to source. Or some have been here and they're still living a life which has them paused, and we know them very well. We've released them with love, understanding that one day they will have their moment. But this is your moment now. Finally, you have freed yourself. You have freed source. You're no longer suspended. You're no longer frozen in time. You are now finally present in your power, co-creating and ready to go. The cocoon is truly, truly over. You are now flying into the unknown. Let's see underneath. Ooh. We'll take you, Empress. Ooh, we'll take you, Sun. Ooh, we'll take you, Tower, because we need those shifts. 3 of Wands, we'll tickle you. There we go. We're going to take that. And the balance. The balance said, why are we leaving me behind? Okay. And you, okay, there's quite a lot of, yes? Anything else? Yes, and? Yes, and? Okay, we're good. Okay, so where we stopped, where we received we're good, it is stability. So know that this is where source said, and so we're going to go through all of this, but source said, yeah, let's anchor it with stability. And there you are, the star with, look, the light and the shadow as one. You've always been both. The sun and the moon, source, light and shadow. You are source itself. Finally free to show the source physical self all that you can be. All of you are gods, goddesses, source. All of you are all that power, just in your own unique way. Finally free, because humans had decided what we are. We had to release what humans decided what we are, because we are source. We are those gods. We are those goddesses in our own frequencies. We just had to. We are those angels. We are all of those things. We just had to stop humans. Well, stop believing what humans told us we are. We were. Because by releasing what humans told us we were able then to release the human experience from defining us as what we are, to release ourselves to what. Whoa. Thank you, Source. We get it now. We had to just free ourselves. And there we are, outcome, Wheel of Fortune. There you are, finally. Finally. You're at the center and everything is becoming you. You are becoming everything finally. And there's a snake again in infinity. Finally, you are in this ever fluid change and evolution, the source frequency you are. You're no longer imprisoned source and the understanding of source to past experiencings. You're no longer imprisoned the physical to past experiencings. All is now present. All is now here. All is now creating. All is now. Source is now and you are now. Empress, whatever you came to give birth to, whatever you came to heal, whatever you came to discover about yourself, coming to Earth, coming to this physical environment. And the Empress is that Taurus energy still, that Earth energy, is the Hierophant energy, which is Taurus, Venus, so relationships and your career sector, all of your foundation, your lucrative everything, right? Finally, that which you came to birth, the mastery of your source in the shadow, finally materializing in the light. And look, they're saying, you have mastered it. This is you. You even have a crown and a scepter and a throne. Understand that you know your stuff. Okay, you know your shit and you know it well. You've mastered this for lifetimes. You just have to reawaken it in the physical, in this new physical domain we've never been before. And they're saying just let it have it, let go. It's gonna be weird, it's gonna be a bit freaky because you're weird, you're freaky, and we like it, so like it. And just allow yourself to be and experience all the beautiful that you are. It's time. You are the sun. We love these energies. And look, the divine feminine and masculine, look at us. We've been the best of friends. We loved each other when we had no idea what was going on, when we could just allow ourselves to be and dance happily. But then as soon as we decided to start knowing what's going on, and we started telling each other what's what, and giving each other names, and giving each other this, and needing now for the future to be a legacy and the children to be your right. Ooh, as soon as we started enslaving everyone, it was a problem. And now we're free again. Now we're dancing again through you, really in your energy, the divine feminine, masculine, and free. And they're saying, trust this now. It's new, it's different. It feels a bit uncomfortable. It feels uncertain. It's completely in the unknown. You're feeling the nervousness, you're feeling the excitement. Wonderful. You can't get it wrong. You can't mess it up because it's source. There's no right or wrong way because it's source. Whatever it is, just go for it. You're going to do well. It's going to just be an ease, because if it's not an ease, you wouldn't be guided to it. So you wouldn't be doing it to begin with. So just trust where you are going. Trust your light. You're now going to shine a light upon so many things. Trust where your light falls. The light now that you are is divine. It's the light of source, the light of shadow, the light of truth, the light of you manifesting in the physical. You are a star. All of you within, finally without. And yes, finally, the necessary shift. This tower card no longer freaks us out. It freaked us out in the beginning. It always did, right? Oh, tower, oh, changes. Tower, oh no, shifts. And now we're saying, thank you, yes, come. Please come, tower. Please come. Please shift. Please change. Just look at how the tarot and the energies, when the death card comes, rebirth, yay. It's no longer, oh, death, fear. When the devil card comes, oh, yay, mirror, show me my truth. It's no longer, oh, it's the devil, bad things. Look at how we've just healed everything to love. And Source is saying, yeah, everything just takes the shape and the perspective of you, and everything can heal to you should you allow it. So yes, tower, fundamental change in how you be. And it's also in how you perceive things, how you see things, how you utilize this material realm changes. Your relationship with the physical changes, your relationship with source changes, the relationship with everything now finally changes to you, to source. And look at you, just look at you. Amazing beings. So much. These are beautiful energies. Everything shifting to your divine presence and being. What else did you receive? Things coming in. Three of Wands. Finally, that which is you comes in. 4, Two of Pentacles, balance. Injustice. The sun and the moon are one. Here you are. Libra scales, you're now on your side of the scale, no longer interfering with what's happening. So the Three of Wands heralds the Two of Coins. Ships coming in, things balancing out, a restoration of energies. Finally, you're creating you. That was the whole mission. Go to Earth. You're going to take everything that denies you the true creation of you. Then you're going to create in a whole other way, which isn't you. And in that way, which isn't you, you're going to learn exactly what you don't like and what you like. And then you're going to hopefully drop what you don't like and keep what you like. And then as you do that, you start realizing, wait a minute, why was I creating things I didn't like in the first place? And then hopefully you'll think, wait a minute, why am I creating like anything they like? Why don't you just create me? And finally you're here after all of that. And Source is saying, that is millions and millions of years worth of evolution you have done in your singular lifetime. So, can you be patient with yourself? And can you congratulate yourself? And can you be gentle with yourself? And can you be loving? Can you understand how powerful you are? Can you understand how powerful you are? That you woke up in complete illusion to free yourself into your divine power. Not That's why there's so few of us who are able to do this. This was we need to call, if Source had a hotline, oh, we need to call the wise ones, the ancient ones, the ones who haven't woken up. And they knocked on our ancient doors like, oh, you want us to go where? The other side of existence itself. To do what? And we went. And we're here. And now we're like, what? They didn't give us enough information when we agreed to sign on that mission form. Okay, let me go. The end of the world, the end of your illusion world, the end of the world of the known, the old world, and the beginning of your new world, the beginning of your stability, the beginning of you. And look, again, the Four of Cups coming in. You see, the end of the world of illusion and the beginning of the world where you receive that Four of Cups, you receive from the unknown. And whatever you receive from the unknown creates the Knave of Coins, the Page of Coins, new experiences in the physical. Just loved how these energies came through so powerfully. And then naturally at the end, it was in the Three of Coins. There we go, the Three of Coins. Receiving new energies as the Knave of Coins, the Page of Coins, a new physical. The Page of Coins is new physical experiencing. Look, you are the King of Wands, we saw that. You're the King of Swords, we saw that. You're the Empress, we saw that. You are all these powerful beings. You are this master, you are this ancient frequency, yet your experiencing is Page of Coins. Newness, new energies, new frequencies. So be open, be curious. Don't punish the new with the old. Don't punish your new self, your new experiencings, your new opportunities, your new ideas. Whatever is coming in, go for it. Don't punish it. Trust it. Trust it. Have faith in it. Don't punish it. Trust it. Trust it. Trust Source. Source is saying, we trusted you with all that we are to go into the physical to heal, the physical to Source. You said, okay, and you came through in all your mastery. We knew you would do it. We knew you would do it. We had zero doubt in your ability to heal. Trust us now. Trust us now. Now that we are free of what other people have said we are, now that we're free of how other humans had conditioned you, trust us now. Trust us as we guide you to all that you are, and everything becomes new. And we do feel a swiftness. It's interesting. There is a Knight of Coins energy we are feeling just intuitively, and that's more patience rather than slow moving energy. Because we've been putting the Knight of Coins quite a bit, and we kept seeing and thinking, oh, not more slow moving energy. And the Knight of Coins said, stop defining us as slow moving energy. Thank you very much. We are stable energy, and just because we're stable doesn't mean we're slow. We're just saying, be patient. Everything required timing. And as soon as you receive it, go. As soon as you know it, go. With everything that you have, go for it. All the wanting of busyness and action and efforting, let loose and effort away. Because finally now you're in a frequency of you, but you're going to find that when you're in that frequency, you're not going to really effort it. It's going to be playful, and you're not going to force it. You're going to allow it to be ease. And that's beautiful. That's wonderful. That's glorious. You are to enjoy the creation of you. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, beautiful beings. We receive that is the integration complete. As we said, our tarot is a healing, is a magic, a weaving. So this information will align in your beautiful frequencies and will assist this beautiful timeline, lifeline, lifetime world shift to the 10 of Pentacles of yours so that you can finally, 10 of Coins, 10 of Pentacles, manifest the stability of you, that breakthrough energy, everything that's here. Okay, thank you. There we are. Let us see the comments. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Hello, beautiful beings. Hi, hi, good day. Hello. Confirming true holy union indeed. Whole creation, holy union, holy creation. That's finally understanding that whole inner connection. We also had a beautiful, in the meditation, they were like, you see, you, the love, the twin flame has always been you. You have always been your greatest love. For you, the light has always been in love with the shadow, and the shadow in love with the light, but at unknown, at discovery. You have been your greatest love. And in that space, you now attract everyone and co creations and even romantic relations, but in that vibrational space. So, yes, it does mean, should it be destined or aligned for you, yes, you can absolutely meet that partner or that friend or that soulmate or that whatever it is that you are wanting to. It is just that you are meeting them in the frequency of you being whole with your divine frequency. They are not responsible for your light. They are not responsible for your shadow. They are merely a resonant frequency to your light and shadow. They are in harmony with you at your light and shadow. That's why they're there, to just be entertained by your crazy, as you are entertained by their crazy. But neither of you holds you responsible for each other's creating. You have always been the love of your life, the frequency of your life. And in that space, you now meet these beings who are a frequency, all these relationships, all these partnerships, whatever it is that you're seeking, that are aligned with you at that frequency. It releases the romanticized idea, which keeps you in the illusion and keeps other people, now they're restricted and controlled. It allows you to both be in the discovery of the love you are. Love making, you are literally making the frequency of love by being source and co creating in intimacy or in other ways which literally create the frequency of love. Everything is at a higher, deeper level and enjoyable. It's not as how they've made it very oh and ooh and it's not that superficial, artificial oh and grace. It's actual, real source energy, which is, yes, as we have all discovered, a bit wilder, a bit crazier, and a lot more. It's just real. It's not fictitious in that, in how the world makes you feel love should be, right? So beautiful. Wow. I love this so much. Thank you for all that you brought through. Thank you. Thank you. Love you all. Thank you. Thank you. Don't cheat your new life with your old life. Yes, indeed. Don't cheat it. That is very true. And we always say that also when we're doing exercise and stuff. If you're doing a bad form, bad posture, you're only cheating yourself, right? If you're waking up and you don't do your meditation or whatever you feel aligns, you're only cheating yourself that day. Nobody else is suffering besides yourself. So yes, don't cheat yourself. Don't take from yourself that which is you. Jody Ray, hello. So much love. Yes, indeed. Free yourself into divine power, indeed. Thank you to everyone here for sure. Between Jason and I, we accepted a weekend reset to integrate big energies, and this confirms so much. Yes, indeed. Both of us chose not to give into old patterns of fear and pain and allowed us to be honored as individuals who are to meet again after this weekend. Yes. It's beautiful. Every day you meet yourselves anew, you meet again, you creating in fear is such an interesting experience, but one which we all are now done with. It has its own energies, it has its own frequencies of creation, and we don't judge it anymore. We simply no longer wish to experience fear because it's not real. None of that is real. The illusion is a fascinating realm, and we have all been there. We have all explored it, and now we are ready to move into the realm, or what, rather, we are now in the realm of authentic creation, and we're ready now to kickstart these energies. I'm so looking forward to how they manifest for each and every single one of you. How wonderful, all of us here who manifested you, Kemet. Ooh, got tinkles there. To assist us into aligning with Source within gratitude. Oh, thank you. I had to take one for the team. I was like, oh, go. And remember all these things first, and then I'll bring them all for you. All of us co-creating in all these different ways, right? We are so excited for each and every single one of you to also just um because once the integration is in, the integration is in, and then boom, it's like, okay, so what are you doing, what are you experiencing, what are you growing, what are you, and it's just lovely because we experience each other at source. We remember for the longest time we wondered why we were receiving these messages in this way, and we would see other tarot, beautiful tarot beings and their magic and other videos on YouTube, and we're like, okay, we can see how theirs is still in the known, and how we just keep always shifting out of the known into the unknown. It was such an interesting, weird, mind-boggling experience as to how do we do what we do. And we are grateful that we can. We are grateful that the energies allowed the awakening. We're grateful for all of you for being. And obviously, we all had a meeting before coming through here. So we're grateful for all the different roles everybody's playing in this awakening, in this becoming. And we're also looking forward to seeing how it goes. We never thought it would ever be so calm and peaceful, to be honest. With everything happening, whenever we think of ourselves or reflect back, we're like, we used to be so panicky and so stressed. And we're sure many of you can also relate. You're like, oh, I used to be so panicky, so stressed, so anxious about everything. And now, look at how it's really not that intense. Humans freak out about every little thing. It's really not that necessary. It's interesting how now, in this place of peace and ease, we get to create, and we're excited to see. And we also manifested all of you, right? We manifested each other. We are all source. So we look forward to the manifestations of all of you being. We love you leading that light to remind ourselves who we are. Thank you. It's an honor, a pleasure, and a privilege. And it's been an interesting experience, and we look forward to the unfolding and the unraveling. We have received something new we might introduce on Saturdays. We are just finalizing it, everyone. So we will probably announce it in the week. Something that came through. It keeps almost morphing, but before this session, it almost crystallized. But we've now understand to receive and then let it process. So excuse us, in the week we'll announce something that is a potentially beginning on Saturdays with us here on YouTube. I don't know, either on YouTube or something else. We'll see. Again, we'll announce it through. We are going to complete the Pleiadian light codes on OnlyFans this week. We're completing the series. Enjoy them should you be a part of it. The light codes are quite, some of them are quite intense. Even though they're short, it's quite a jolt of energy. And again, as all of the downloads, especially now that we are receiving on there, we suggest each of you take it easy. Even if it's a 5-day abundance, if it takes you 8 days to get through the energies, don't rush the processes. Each of you are integrating very different light codes. Even these are 20 sessions of the Pleiadians. You can do it as a 20-day or you can do it as a 20 session, whichever one feels aligned to you. And you'll know when to stop and integrate and when to continue. Because it just depends on your journey and what needs to integrate and what needs to recalibrate in your frequency. And we should be able to start with the Egyptian Temple of Light frequencies, the 3 day. We're excited for that. Excuse us. We're excited for that to begin too. And a few other projects. So thank you to those of you who have joined us on OnlyFans with the Alchemy, and we trust you're enjoying the vibrational information. And remember, those of you who are there, everything is timeless, especially the episodal ones. Whatever one calls you, go for it. And then in the abundance and the Pleiadians, the ones that are a series, it's also timeless when you start the chunks. You can do it now. So if you go onto OnlyFans, you can begin the Pleiadian one right now. We're just asking that you do that in series, in episodes. Because each builds. So the series one builds after the next, but as a batch, you can do it timelessly. There's no restriction or anything there. Not that, yeah, there's no restriction at all. It's all free. But we have been guided, especially the Pleiadians ask you to please do it in series for they build on each other. And thank you. Thank you for being. Thank you, beautiful beings, for your contributions, your donations, and your booking with us. You can also book with us personal sessions. We enjoy meeting you and co-creating you in that way. And yes, we believe that's it. Any questions, beautiful beings? Question, a topic before we wrap up? Questions or a topic before we wrap up this beautiful session? We're so excited to receive the tarot. It was fun. It's nice just to be present and see what comes up instead of knowing before. It's an interesting space. Mm. Mm. Anything else? Or no? Okay. Anything else, beautiful beings? If not, we'll stay on for maybe a minute just to check. Thank you all for being here. Okay, sources, speak about what you might bring through. So we were thinking of maybe doing some group. We enjoy the question and the answer. We were thinking of doing a question and answer session where it's you bring questions or something that's come to you in your mind, and then we do a session on that because we can feel this is more to receive what we receive today at this time. And then we would like one where it's almost like a group session, but we are in between doing a live session where we do a Q&A with the chat, or rather just letting it be something one books as a group thing at obviously at a lower rate, and maybe just having 10 people in that group session max, where we can then literally do some interaction where you'll be able to speak. Because actually, would love this to almost be like a radio show where you call and you can speak and just talk with each other, like a conference. So that's what's coming through, to try to have a thing. And also, yes, the building a fishbowl experience of source asking. Exactly, source asking source questions. That's what we would like to do. So we're just seeing what format the energies would like to bring that in. So as soon as that has been anchored in, because then whatever comes through, we'll be able to put it aside, and then we will see how it happens. So it's either going to be a donation-based Q&A here live, or it will be something that is booked as almost like a group session of 10 people max. So that for the space of the time we have, everyone's question will be asked, everyone's question will be answered. And naturally, since you are in that session, you will receive everything. And what we've always found is, of course, when we're asking or answering one question, it answers so much more in your other life experiences. So, however the energies will work, whoever's logged on in that specific group session, the energies will work together. That if there's an integration or a meditation, you will all also receive your own individual stuff. So one's energy won't interfere with yours, or one's meditation, even if it's specific for that one question, will still assist everyone across board, because the energy is free to do. We have asked, but the energy is quite free to assist everyone in their own way, because that's the only way it can work. So we're just seeing which one would work. So um, if you could let us know, maybe in the comments, because we'll upload this. If you maybe have if in the comments, if you'd maybe like it to be a Q&A live, or if you'd prefer if we do a booking for 10 group sessions, maybe we'll do both. Sources saying, why not do both? Okay, so maybe we'll do both. It's just to see which times would work. Um, and if a 6 p.m. on Saturday would work. But I think both, yes. Thank you, Crystal, both. Like both, yes. Try on YouTube and see the response and refine from there, the discovery path, indeed. I think probably doing both on a Saturday here on the live, and then having, because the group session can always just be um, on the website, and we'll just let you know that if there's a theme, because some things tells me the source will actually also want to bring a topic. If it's aligned, we'll probably have almost like, this is what we're going to talk about or discuss this time, or to focus it on, if it's going to be focused. And then some, of course, will also just be general, but then the live Q&As is whatever you want to bring through. So excited to see what's coming through. Okay, beautiful beings. We see nobody has a question, so that's perfect for now. We will leave it for the Q&A session, and whatever else manifests. We will be uploading a conversation with Kemet this week. And yes, so please, if you're with us and you want more integrations, check out the OnlyFans page at kemet.alchemy, where we have a lot of goodies, downloadings, and integrations to assist you to master your beautiful frequencies. And we will then see more of us and more things on YouTube as the time progresses. Otherwise, thank you, beautiful beings. Thank you for being here. We look forward to the moreness that's being manifest. And remember, go for it. Trust what you are receiving, trust your guidance. Release understanding how, or understanding rather the outcome, because even Source says we don't know. We are both not knowing. And that's the beautiful part. The divine light is being led by the divine shadow, divine feminine, who is giving frequencies without knowing what the frequencies are. And that's giving direction to the divine light, who's just moving along without knowing where they're going, but feeling their way. And then when the divine light manifests and creates it, oh, okay, even you, the divine shadow, is like, oh, okay. So then that is how you then discover your shadow in the light, as the light discovers their light in the shadow. And you're just the source experiencing both of these worlds. And enjoy how you experience them, for it awakens so much into your reality. It's almost all the rules of creation are now broken, in the sense that how one creates is your unique frequency. So there is no specific rule that defines you. You literally discover it. So creation is free. Creation is back to chaos, but a chaos of source. So it is divine. Like everything, just growing and being freely, right? None of the trees in the wild are mapping specific paths. They just be full ground, soil, water. They're not trying to think, is this the right temperature? Is this the right soil? Oh, maybe there's a breeze next week which will blow me a little bit. Where they land, they honor. So it'll be beautiful to see us honoring our frequencies where we are at this time. Thank you all. We love you. Take care. Have a beautiful week. Chat soon. Viaturoskia viriet kitis. May you experience the divine beings you are.